Welcome back to another video, guys. In this video we're gonna prune back this little crape myrtle which I got last year. It needs tidying up and maybe a branch or two removing, but we'll have a look at that. Also, I had a comment which somebody kindly asked me why I called this a dragon style. This was the little miniature chinensis I did the other night. Very good question. I will explain that in the video as well later on. I've drawn a little bit of a diagram to give you a better idea what the trunk looks like inside. It's really hard to see because I've left as much foliage on it as possible. So yeah, we'll cover that in this video, and I'll put a couple of clips of me and the dog out collecting rocks. Some nice interesting features out in the woodland. Some really nice oak rafts that are all got to be between 12 and 15 foot in width. Quite stunning. So yeah, stick around and I'll show you that at the end of the video. Okay, so we'll tackle this crape first, I think. It should be a nice easy job. It's just a quick prune on it. And yeah, enjoy the video, guys. Right. Yeah, he's a little beauty, this one. It was a lot bigger when I bought it. It was very long and leggy, and the first pruning I did was in the spring of this year, and it's created a quite nice ramification further down. There wasn't a lot going on in there, it was all on the ends, so it was worth doing. Yeah, I picked this one up from the local garden centre, Team Valley Nurseries, and I was a bit dubious because I don't know a lot about crepes, so I've had to educate myself on it, which is all part and parcel of bonsai. I think it's brilliant. I think it's best to educate yourself first before getting involved in a tree, for obvious reasons, but sometimes it doesn't always work that way, and it does push you to learn more stuff. So yeah, as I say, I was a bit unfamiliar with them, and also the reason why I was a bit dubious was because even though I bought this last year in the summer, it was in a greenhouse or polytunnel, and there was a lot of them in there, and I was kind of thinking, do they need to be kept in a warmer environment? Now they do. They don't like freezing cold weathers, which I've learned, but at the same time they're quite hardy. You just got to keep them protected. So I think it would do all right in my garden. It's done really well this year, really well, so I'm hopeful that it will carry on being healthy. And yeah, it's a beautiful beautiful leaf on it, and the colours in the autumn, stunning deep red. So it's yeah, it's a relatively new tree, new experience for me. I've always liked myrtles. I love the bark on them, that very bronzy, smooth effect. It's very elegant. So yeah, I've got a lot of appreciation for myrtles. You get different types, obviously. So yeah, it'd be just interesting to see how I can develop this tree in the future. It's obviously it's got multiple trunks on it. I am looking at it and staring at it thinking one of them has to come off. It's got 4. I'm half tempted to take the one in the middle out to give it a wider effect. But having said that, this one does run across this other one, so I may take this bigger one off. Down in here, you can see down in there, this lower one, he has got good ramification on the top, but I don't think we're going to need all that. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, go in there and just take him out like that, clean him up. Here we go. Take him off there. I'm not going to repot this until the spring, for obvious reasons, and I'll probably keep it in the greenhouse for the first few weeks. Clean that up a bit better. It's protruding. It does look like there's a bit of inverse on it, but so I don't know what the roots are doing. I haven't had a dig around. It's still in the original nursery soil, but I'm sure it'll be fine, and if it's not, it's something to play around with in the future. Nothing's easy in bonsai. Never assume anything, that's for sure. Stick some cut paste on there. Messy stuff. Messy stuff. Swap my hands in a minute. Yeah, so I think we're about there on that one. I did think about reducing this one down a bit. He's quite long, but what I might do is leave him. There are buds further down here. It does look like there's nodes all the way down. So what I may do is let these draw the energy. The same with this one. This back one's way too big, but again I want to draw the energy up, and there's nodes here. So once they establish, I'll then take this bit off. Same with this. Take this off. So it'll be down this level. But at the minute, that's all I need to do to it. It's good. So yeah, there you go, one little crape myrtle. Quite excited about this tree. I think it will be a nice little multiple trunk. Get it into a really fancy pot, I think, because of the colours it produces. It's quite vibrant all year round, and then obviously you get that lovely colour in the autumn. So yeah, quite excited about it. There we go, there's a little myrtle. We'll have a chat about the miniature tree, just to clear up a few questions. So what we have, put that to one side. What we have is this little baby. What I'll do is I'll zoom in, and then we'll have a better look. Here we have the little miniature one. If you guys didn't watch the video, just go and check it out. It was a very good question, because I didn't explain myself very well. Basically, I think the way that everything's turned out, the movement with the main trunk and all the branches where they've been wrapped, I think in the future it's going to look like a dragon tree. Now, the best thing to do to get an idea what I mean is if you go online and just look at images, just type in dragon bonsai, and you'll see basically it's the effect that the dead wood gives. It's got that nice dragon sweeping style. I don't think it's an actual name of a bonsai. I think it's just gives, yeah, it's just a nickname for a tree. But I looked at this after I styled it and I thought, yeah, this is going to be amazing. It's going to, and it did remind me of a dragon style. So when I say dragon style, I've drawn a picture here. Right, here we go. Right, so I've drawn a quick picture, and this is it's a little bit more elongated than the actual tree that I did, but it gives you an idea what I'm on about. So all this wispiness and coils down the bottom will be dead wood eventually. Obviously I'll let them thicken up, and then the way this is coiled around and this extension, that is going to be the gin. So basically the idea is that all this sweeping movement reminds you of a dragon. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, hope that kind of explains. It's a bit of a crude drawing, and it's slightly taller than the actual tree itself. I drew this when the plant was outside. It was just down to memory, really. So yeah, hope that kind of gives you a better idea. Basically to emphasize all this. But if you want a better idea, go online and just search images under dragon bonsai and you'll be able to see. We will do a follow-up on this one, of course we will. And you'll be able to see. You see the shape there. And obviously as a tree develops and thickens up, it will become more obvious. So there you go. I hope that's answered quite an important question, really, because I didn't really explain myself. Right, let's get back to other things. I think what we'll do is we'll get the rocks out now. Okay, right. First one. This is quite interesting, this one. They're still wet because obviously they were in a plastic bag when I brought them back. There's one. It's a bit smooth, that one. I tend to go for more jaggedy edged stones. More like that kind of style. I did stick to the same colour because you can build all these up, stack them, place them next to one another. Still got a bit of beach on it. Yeah, things like that. Quite an interesting like tabletop scene. They do lighten up slightly. They go more matte colour when they dry out. Some quite interesting, it's like iron in there where it's started to go a little bit rusty, where it's oxidised. Quite nice colours. So yeah, just got loads of them. So the blooming bag was heavy on the way back. It was heavy, but do a little bit at a time. That's quite interesting, that one. Yeah, and I may not do anything with them for a while. That one's quite interesting. So it looks almost like it's been carved, chiselled, very flat. Yeah, just a load of them. Load of little ones to fill in gaps. More little ones. So I could have brought back more, but I had to be a little bit sensible. And oh, I picked up this one. This one's quite interesting. Yeah, very interesting. And also I did find this one. This one dried out because I found this one before or after I put everything in the bag. So I stuck it in my pocket. So I've got a wet pocket, but a lovely stone. Yeah, it's got like iron ore in it or something. Where it's, you can see where it's oxidised and gone rusty. Beautiful colours. Beautiful. yeah, nice little find, that one. So there you go. Right, yeah, I'll put on a little bit of a short video of our walk, where we went, where we got these. Nice bit of scenery, and then we'll come back, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a little surprise plant that we may do a bit of work on. Okay, enjoy the video. See you in a bit. Can't have seen any wildlife. Not with a dog anyway. She loves this area. There's a lot of deer around here. So if you come out on your own and you're quiet, you very often see them. This is where they sleep. You see the trail up through. As I say, I don't think there's any chance of seeing any today. See shooting. One of the local farmers. There's some beautiful deadwood on these oaks. It's good to use for tanuki. It's really hard. Yeah, there's some mighty oaks around here. A couple have fallen. Did take a picture of one that had fallen, that had been cut. It's got to count how many rings were in it. It's relatively small compared to others along here. There's one down here actually. Oh, these ones, yeah. They're like rafts. Multiple trunks. It's got to be 15 foot. Obviously fallen in the past, but kept the roots. There's one here. This one's impressive. A natural raft. This one's huge. Beautiful. get some kind of scale. So there's the size of it. I'd say it was probably 10-12 foot. Put my hand against this piece of ivy. The ivy itself is quite big. I do like the way the ivy grows, but it doesn't do the trees any good. So a few locals do wander out with saws, just chop the base down, kills the ivy at the top of the tree. But to be honest, by the time they've done that, it's a bit too late. Right, thought I'd take a walk down to the river, see what's been going on. There used to be a dam here that the kids built, but obviously the amount of rain we've had just washed it away. This was just flooded. I would be underwater now. 2 weeks ago. Got about 10 foot. But I always like to wander down here because there's some interesting rocks. And obviously all the movement with the rain uncovers new stones, new rocks. Get a lot of flint, nice colours. Isn't it, Katie? You love it down here. A lot of the big ones are washed away by the looks of it. But we'll have a scout round, see what we can pick up. So every time we have a bit of a flood, it reveals something new. Somebody's been down here. That is definitely man-made. Right, well, we've got some rocks, collected quite a few. The bag's feeling quite heavy. I've got to walk back with it. It'll be alright, it's all good. So yeah, we'll stroll on back, we'll go back a different route. We're not that far from home, quarter of an hour. So we'll head east. Come on, Katie. Got a stick, have you? I don't think you're going to get very far with that. You enjoyed that. Just a quick video of me walking the dog, basically, collecting some rocks. But yeah, it was a lovely walk. It's quite nice this time of year because all the leaves have fallen, so it's not as muddy. A couple of weeks back, before we had all the winds, it was really muddy and boggy up there. I don't mind it. I just put some wellies on, or boots. But the dog, she gets absolutely covered, and then yeah, it's a nightmare. You got to bath her. She doesn't like being bathed. So yeah, we've got a little let's call it a Christmas tree. Yeah, it is Christmas after all. I didn't buy it, I pulled it out of the ground. I was trying to think where I got it from. I think I got it up on the moors, up on Dartmoor. I brought a load of them back one day. They were growing along a pathway. Tiny little saplings, probably no bigger than an inch. Absolutely minute they were. And I brought a load home, and all I did was pot them up. I grew it for about 2 years, and then topped it, cut the top off, and put some wire on it, and then left it. And I think I left it for 2 years. So say I've had them for 3 or 4 years. And yeah, that's the beauty. So for the sake of probably doing 20 minutes work, you leave it and then you come back to it 3-4 years later. It is a long time, but when you're doing other things it doesn't really matter. So again, this was just hidden in the garden. I definitely got this one out in the wild, I know I did, but it does look like a little Alberta, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure what it is. As I say, it was just growing on a path. I'll probably go up there at some point in the spring. It's a public footpath. It goes through a forest, and all the trees in the forest seed everywhere, and they yeah, so I just pull out the ones that I know that aren't going to survive, get trampled on, get driven over, because there's a lot of heavy forestry machinery going on. So give them a lease of life. So yeah, we'll do that in the spring. So I'm not sure what it is. It's a spruce. It's a spruce, Bruce. Definitely a spruce. Or a picea of some description. Right. I think what I'll do is answer the phone, because somebody's phoning me. I'll be back in a minute. In the room. Phone was going. Right, I think, yeah, what we'll do is we'll prune this first. Get in there and we'll be able to see what's going on. done really. That's it. That bottom branch on the right, that will probably go at some stage, but I'll keep it there just to draw up energy through this part. But you'd probably get rid of it. I will get rid of it, no doubt. It's got a funny shape because of this offset. This branch looks well out of place, so it needs to lean. The weight needs to be on this side to make the balance look better. So yeah, but we'll do that as soon as it fills out a bit, puts a bit of growth on. So yeah, there we go. It's a bit two-dimensional at the minute, but I think it will fill out. You'll get lots of back budding going on. It will soon get busy again. So it's only a small tree. It's only tiny. Only like, I don't know, 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. But he's got a bit of character. Lots of bends, lots of twists, turns. Yeah, good one for the future. There we go. Right, thank you very much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, something a bit different. Got a lot done today, which was nice. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Probably be a Christmas special at some stage, just to keep the people happy. No, I'll do one on a couple of Christmas trees, because I've got a few in the garden. I've got a load from last year that I didn't do anything with. Okay, right, have fun. Catch you later.